Hi guys, it's me, just Lunatina, and this installment of my Month of Love video series, I shall be talking about my favorite movie this time. I figured that last time I talked about my favorite book of all time, I figured I would talk about this. My favorite movie of all time, Forrest Gump. Now, this movie is phenomenal. Not only for the historical scenes in the movie and the awesome soundtrack of it, but it actually actively talks about the problems that people with disabilities have to go through. And this movie is so groundbreaking and so great in that regard that one day I will do a video on my thoughts on this movie. Now, in my thoughts on, I will be taking notes using my computer, and I'll be talking more in depth about it. But for right now, this is a, 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 a like by memory type thing because I've seen this movie more times than I can remember. As you can see, this thing is well worn. I'm seen this movie about 1,000 times. I'll probably see it 1,000 more times before I die and go up to the street of heaven. Now, this is it. All the acting is in this movie is absolutely wonderful. But the one guy that I think I kind of overlooked, well, two guys actually that kind of got overlooked, is the guy Michael Connors um Michael Connors did this Humphreys. Michael Connor Humphreys, which plays Forrest Gump as a little kid. And boy is he wonderful in this movie. And then the other one is Mr. Williamson. I'm sorry, but I probably can't pronounce his name right on a good day, but right now I'm dealing with a bit of a problem with my mouth right now, so but anyway, he plays Bubba in this movie. And I gotta say that I don't really hear too much about him that much. Maybe he just got laughed at so many times that he was such a quit acting because people can't make fun for having a fetish over the ship in the movie. I mean that's all the man talked about. Hell, I'm sure that even in the later part of the movie, if he had survived Vietnam, that he probably would have joined the Black Panther Party. He probably would have just talked about how much the shrimp cocktail, is balanced and stuff. Or he probably would try to convince the Black Party members to join some kind of shrimp boat thing or something or other. So, when we went to New Orleans on the trip, I got some memorabilia for the Forrest Gump. I saw over there a book Gump food company store, and they needed me to think about the movie. They loved the movie. It was like a free promotion for them. In fact, I think that the guy that wrote the book said that he was inspired by the name of Bubblegum Shrimp, and so they decided to name one of the characters after it. Then that and Nathan Death Forrest, the guy who started the KKK, which was actually Forrest Gump's first foray into historical fiction, if you will, where they insert Tom Hanks and the character of Forrest Gump into the historical features and historical narratives. For example, they put him into the interview with John Lennon and well, uh, Lyndon Johnson and JFK, for example. But I'll get more into it later. But for right now, let me just say this movie is fun. And I don't know if you can read it back there, but it kind of like one of the little I would hope not a not one of those weird stuff, but like I think for a wheelchair or a scooter or something, for to put stuff in like a pouch or something, and it's it says my mama says I'm special. Obviously not that special, but it's special, the good kind. Anyway, like I said, we introduced the Forrest Gump, the character that is named as the Great War General in the Nature Forest, which it is a bit of a crapshoot because he is no hero of mine. No one that starts an organization like that is gonna go for the stars on my book because the KKK is a very hateful group. But I look history speaks itself. So he's also telling this story as an adult to people who are there at the bus stop with him, and he tells it whether they like it or not. So it's kind of like a forced hostage type situation. Now, as we will see later on in the movie, he becomes very famous and very rich, and very popular. He's on TV a lot. So, my question is, how the hell does anybody recognize him from TVs and from interviews and from camouflage and being a war hero and being, being talked about by the president of the United States again? He's always talking about what's kind of a hassle to go to the president's house several times in his lifetime. Like, I think it was like 4 or 5 times we went there. So it was like kind of fantasy doing that. Also, he has a lot of Gumpisms. Like, for example, he said, Mama always said, "Love it like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." As he stuffs a few times to go. Now, before going, we are introduced to this feather, this like bird feather that floats down in a way to go into his lap or between the legs on the floor. And I we took that as like confidence, like I put this like give give the feather children have a good life. Type. Like you're gonna get married, you're gonna have kids, you're gonna be successful, you're gonna live a world life, stuff like that stuff. So, but in the movie, they show him, you know, throwing the feather into the wind that the next guy that picks up, man or woman that picks up, who has his or her own big story to tell. I don't know if that was in the book or not, but I'm gonna get the book eventually. I'm probably gonna do like a think about, versus the movie versus the book. Anyway, he goes on about some shoes that he has, and then he comes on the nurse that's next to him, sitting down on the bus stop, minding her own business, her own shoes that need to be very comfortable, and her feet hurt her. So, then he goes back in time and he talks about his magic shoes. His pharmacist took him anywhere that he wanted to go, except for the good locker room, apparently, because that's him there. So, first thing first, number one, I like the fact that they had the doctor in the office, young Forrest there, smoking, where today you'd be like, what the hell is wrong with that guy? But it was legal back in the 50s or so, where you could be a doctor and you could smoke in the office with the patients and with their mothers and such. I don't know why they would do that, but still, I would think a medical professional would know better, be smarter or something. So, just that. And then they show Forrest Gump getting his first braces. Now, I have a few things to say about these braces because the braces that they show in the movie are too stiff, too rigid, and too. They look like a pain ass put on for anybody. Now I'm sure that there probably exist those type of old braces, especially from that old time period. But forgive my braces that I had to wear in the 90s. They were nowhere near as stiff as those were. Mine, I don't have them here with me, but mine were hard plastered, hard plastic, I should say, and they molded to my foot, and they would go from the back of my calf, my bum, the inside of my knees, and they would go around the back of my foot, create my arches, and then stop near the toes. And they were all one solid piece per leg, and they were uncomfortable as all hell because they had straps out the front. And I was always careful not to break them or scratch them or whatever, what have you. But let me tell you, they hurt when they pinch your skin or whenever they would whenever they would move around, they would pinch your skin, and they would just impossible to work with, especially with growing wood like myself. And I'm surprised that the kid, when he was doing it with the braces on, didn't get any pink skin himself, especially around the joints, around the area. Now, we see that he's uh, um, his spine is crooked as a question mark. The doctor says. Now, there is a little problem with that because one, that the spine is a little crooked toward the bottom of it. Second of all, the boy looks fine. The boy looks in good condition. Okay, now I don't get where that thought comes from. Anyway, then we have the part where he gets first cooking a grate. Now, I would, if the mom were walking with the son, I would think she would look ahead and see that there was a obstacle that could be a problem for the kid, and avoid that mess altogether. And the kid walks around with a robot in the braces. Oh yeah, later on, we'll get like a more comfortable, more flexible, more bendable AFOs they call them, which are basically two gel pads the size of my ankle, the size of my calves that would follow the support with a little Velcro strip around it, and they have like a little ankle strap on the bottom, very much like those straps that Scrooge will wear around his ankles. I don't have those anymore, but they were very simple, a hell of a lot more comfortable than the spuds, and yeah, they were much more easy to work with too, and running and stuff with. Anyway, they had Forrest Gump walk around with that. Now, there was a thing about Forrest being too special to get into elementary school, to which the mother ended up sleeping with the principal to allow Forrest in the school. Now, I have a question about this because you don't in the book, in the movie at least. You might in the book, but not in the movie. And there are two types of stories to this. They're learning and memory. Number one, the the lack of ability to learn new material. And number two, once you actually learn the material, you have a disability where you can't recall the information. So I think that might be the problem with Forrest Gump. That he has intellectual disability like that. I don't think they give it actual condition or disease for that, but that's what it is. And the father part loved them because the son was probably disabled and he didn't want to deal with that type of stuff. Would you agree because it could have been in line for fortune, but whatever. Assholes be assholes. I also would expect that Gump uh, repeats slash mimics the principal as he's making love to his wife, to his mother, and he speak you don't speak up much, boy, do you? So the kids uh 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 like the guy does in the sex position and stuff. So then it's your the first bus ride to school with Dorothy Harris, the bus driver, the little getting angry type thing. They end up he ends up going on the bus, meeting the first love of his life, Jenny. It's just so sweet. I had Jenny in school. I'm pretty sure she moved out when I was in 8th grade, so I couldn't really do anything with that relationship, but it was nice to have one like that. You know, like, there's one thing I kind of observed in this movie that I didn't do the first time I reviewed it, was that both the doctor and the bus driver both between their jobs in the movie, which is time been up to 20, 30 odd years. So they are really dedicated to their jobs, if that's the case. I don't think they have kids that fall in the same footsteps that look very similar to them. No, I don't know. Maybe you could get into that for me. Anyway, they they go through the thing with Forrest Gump, meeting Jenny and then meet the best friends very quickly, and then they end up hanging out together, and then they show them hanging out and teach them how to swing and dangle, all that stuff. Exchange how to do these activities. Boy, you should wear I wear. People do that with. But anyway, during this part of the movie show, another little funny connection, if you will, with history, with historical figures, in the form of Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley, King, rents a room in the house in Forrest Lumber's house, to which he plays guitar for him, and he also does his copyright dance, the legendary dance thing, the hand dog thing, the hand dog song. Now, number one, this is considered scandalous back then. Number two, would Mama actually see that Forrest does move around like this at the time too? Wouldn't she be put two together? And therefore, the biggest one for me as a distinct person who wore splints that were similar to this. How in the hell can that kid move around like that when he's wearing those? If we saw it in the movie, it was kind of like a robot, like a sick robot like that. Like where he would barely move his knees. How can you move around like that? And then do the little shaking his butt there for the king. And therefore, first of all, how could the king be able to copy the entity like that? Is it like when you move they can mimic something just by looking at it, or Google for that matter. So back to Jenny and Forrest. Now this movie does a real good job in mirroring what I had to experience in my life. But there is one thing that they incorporate in this that I never got. Mentions that many others just hope to get. And then people always throw a rock for you. Now I never experienced it for myself because my father probably would kill the kids. I ain't talking about him in for her. I mean, he would kill them or maybe them or something. Much in the same way that Walt did when we were mocking his kid in Breaking Bad. But that's neither here nor there. And now this next part is going to be very interesting for me because it shows that Forrest runs away from his boys who are throwing rocks from it and then get on bicycles. And then Jenny shows Ground Force run. Now we will I've done YouTube spin before. The spins look like this before. And I used to work in conjunction with those. So I know what it's like to deal with that. But number one, what would these kids be so bloodthirsty they wanna maim this poor disabled kid, but and nearly run over with bicycles. He it doesn't appear like he's done anything wrong to me and the mama or anything like that. So I don't know why that would happen. Anyway, kid is right down the path. Now, the Forrest was getting this. He said that miracles happen every day. To which I say, yeah, miracles do happen every day. But this is beyond, beyond would see with God himself. This is movie magic right here. Because not only does it break off his braces, but he also becomes a perfect little track star during the vision. He can run like the wind blows. Because it's not the character comes from fiction. So not only do you have a kid that's breaking his mechanical braces that are made of steel and nuts and bolts and all that stuff in a very touching and teaching scene for me. But you also have a kid that has strength in his legs and balance and perfect balance and perfect strength and stamina that he can always like that. And that run bicycle riders. People who've been riding bicycles for 10 plus years, and this kid just breaks out of its chains like that. And that's beyond God's assistance. And later on, we see that these same boys try to remove with pickup truck. Now, number one, I would think that if God were who miraculousness would take away his intellectual disability as well as physical one. Number two, why is bullies so dead set on harming this one kid? You think they will move on to a different target net by this point. But no, they just want him dead. That's all they just want him dead. Maybe it's to his woman, maybe it's to something else. They just want him playing dead, not exist anymore. I don't know why, but I don't know. Maybe too many chocolates at them. I don't know. But they also show right after the kid drinking award-winning um but he breaks free of his mechanical enclosure and restraints. He showed that Jane's father is a child molester and was worse that he molests some little girls, and they ran away and filled with some of it. Uh, there's a corn or a spinach that grows. So then he prays the Lord to get him away, and he doesn't expect any take. He had the police say that he does not live with. She doesn't live with his father, with her father anymore, and to grandma, which is nice because he she's nicer and she has a dog, a meow dog, a lovely accent that Tom Hanks puts on this character do. The nice little boy, Michael, Michael Connors, and when then the next part is that they two, where after he runs away from the boy in the truck, they end up having to play football, and college job, a college scout is there, and it happens to Forrest is fast. Again, kind of weird that he was disabled, that can run faster than football players. And then goes to then he goes to college real fast to play football. Skip at the academics of the whole, but he just played football. Mine's like a job. This next historical nod was during the whole integration fiasco, in which he was instrumental in giving one of Broad back her textbook or a notebook that she dropped on TV, on live TV. Now, let's say that the news host, the same host from Hey Dude, Mr. Ernest. I'm not sure about that. I think it is him, but you guys comment on that if you wish. So there's that, and the courtesy of showing Tom Hanks wiping down his junk with a towel. I don't see anything, just a little bit of bush. I have to ask, I know it's a joke, but why did we have to see that? Why did we have to see Tom Hanks' bush? I got lived a lot happier, not being able to see that. Another thing that could go without saying is, I saw guys naked ass in the gym ticket the other day. So, well, why did I have to see that? I don't know. I didn't want to see it, but I did. And I'm not happy about it. So, in any case, he went to play football, and I like the fact that he changed the song the audience carries on to the Go Alabama Go, the Alabama team to go Forrest Go, and stop Forrest stop and then reach the end zone because he just plows right through everybody because he's that dense. So then they him going off to gain recruitment and from an army recruiter for the Vietnam War. Now, and that's very important to say about that. So, I too was proposed upon by an army recruiter for the Gulf War. Maybe it would be invasion of Iraq. Anyway, I was spoken to about that. Even though it was never tried, and I told the guy, I said, the only way I'm going to join the army is if I could drive a Humvee. To which the guy said, no, can't do that. I don't want to do it too, but I can't do that. So, it's illegal for people to ask the, to recruit already disabled people to the armed forces. You know, it might not be illegal, but you can't do that. So, anyway, they do a parallel with Jenny with the bus thing where it's, the blood guy played by Benjamin Buford Blue is his name, but everyone calls him Bubba. You were born becomes and then did the second half of Bubba Shrimp. So they have him offer War of the Sea, which I think I would have a lot of respect for people like that offer seats for that. Now also another thing about Brigham, another thing of it is back when Forrest was a little kid, so and he would go on the bus. Why is it that they allowed for the school bus taking each school children around, mind you, to drive while the kids are still staying up? That never happened when I went to school back in the 90s. You know, why is it that they were allowed to rev off with the kids still standing? That's a big safety hazard. I mean, I can understand a little bit when they get in the army, but still, this is that a problem too. And here we go with the drill sergeant. The drill sergeant mentioned briefly in the training for time gunning from a full metal jacket. We Ermi, he's a legend, and no one can ever do the drill sergeant stick better than he did, because he was a drill sergeant. Rest in peace. He will always be a legend in my book. But I like the exchanges. The drill sergeant has a private Gump here, because he says in the course of the training, he says, why did you put that weapon together so quickly, Gump? Because you told me to? That's just very funny to me for some reason. Now, before I get into this, I like the way the common formula between Forrest Gump and Jake Corain. In that, Forrest Gump, less mentally capable, becomes a war hero, becomes a fighter for the army, where Jenny becomes a kind of culture person, most lovely a hippie, and more liberal in their role. She takes drugs to expand her mind, and rob it too. But they go way too far on that for Jenny, and they kill her, become a false figure. Like Joe dreamed of doing. But on that occasion, he tended to be a little more naive by it. Because, as she performed, she does look in a nudie bar and she butt naked. It's a movie like a ski coat thong to which the guys in the crowd want to see it naked and they want to see a little guinea bits to the point that somebody said, "Why don't we give a harmonica to everyone's enjoyment?" Now, she really thinks that these men want to see her performing, the song and stuff. They really want to get touched by her soul and stuff, music, her soul and stuff. But honestly, how dumb do you have to go like that? To go like that's not the case. How smart do you for that? Because the acting for her was superb, and it's a good bar. How many men want to be tamed by music in a tea bar? And he's Forrest is very shall we say possessive over Jetty, as anyone that grabs her or assaults her or anything else who cuts a good beatings, man. Much like myself, I see it someone trying to assault one of my good friends or my version of Jenny. I will see red and I will little long golf man like in Bill. It's a big whale. Now that I'm working out, I will crack the skulls. Anyway, if he decide to split up, she wants to go away and out west California, and he wants to he when he joined the army, he split up to Vietnam or Vietnam, to which my mother would always get peeved off because I used to say Vietnam, not. But I did because I knew she didn't like it, and because we always try to pronounce Vegeta, and I didn't like that. She knew it, but that's like the point. And then Gump said, she was gone because apparently she runs away from him a lot. She doesn't want to be loved by him. So she also tells him to run away whenever there's some trouble like this, run away, especially in a war. Now I really like the musical score in this movie. And this one in particular, when they go to Vietnam, and they sing the song by Clearwater Revival, or CCR. It ain't me when they're fighting Vietnam. Now, I should point out that during the training montages, they have Bubba go off to Forrest Gump about his fetish about shrimp. He was saying that his mom for him and his mom for that and so on and so forth. All the way down to the slavery times, knew everything there is to know about shrimp. So he wanted to become a shrimp captain. To look at it, to look one of the resident boys want to do it. And the point that he proposed to Forrest to that he wanted to do it that he wanted to go into business with 50 50, which he says, yeah. Now, we're also introduced to this wonderful little girl, Lieutenant Dan Teller. Lieutenant Dan Teller is a great guy, almost peaceful. He's very commanding, very, um, very, the domineering to his soldiers, but he's very caring too. He said that you take your feet in combat, which makes sense, but he also said that Viacom will eat the feet off of enemy soldiers. I don't think that's true though. And Ford even said that he's looking for Charlie, this guy named Charlie, which is a designation for the army for any bogus or bad guys. Now, I like the way Tom Hanks, when he tells the story, he told like he's really there, as if anyone would know. This is because he whispered by the lieutenant to the shut up, you didn't shut up. Okay, then there's a war scene, which this war scene shot right around corner from my mom was in Louisiana or down south somewhere in that region for obvious reasons. And then get the famous Bubba's where he dies after the Gump rescues a bunch of the other guys, including Van Dan. Well, I like the he could get Van Dan being uh like legacy war hero that every one of his roles always served in a war. He did this with the Gump too. They superimposed his image onto the news footage. So like they did it with JFK during the football thing. We found it. We finally had to pee in front of the president, and then they sent it with drugs and so on and so forth. You know, mooning the president. And someone how did that. You know, it's one thing to give the person's face to the whole body. I don't know. I don't know how they did that. It's simple to know that. So, what was I? Yeah, the giant Western movie. Oh yeah, the worst. And then one, they want to die in the field with his men, I guess, full of how they perform perfectly. Yeah, we got in the revolution, and then one in Civil War, and then World War Two, one and two. I'm anxious about the entry forward, more forward than the French Indian War, or say the War of the Roses, say the Big Braveheart, what hell a good show. See Gary Sinise playing Kano Abel in the first murder, or how even for that go make man, and they show he showed him want to go back and be a little behind and all that. I'll get more the but there's none that got me with him, but I'll get to that when I get to that. So then they show Forrest as a warrior and such, and uh, come back and forth, and they end up with guys, and one guy the medic, and then they show Bubba's big death scene. Now I will argue that Bubba is not an intended character. Really what is called a natural Negro, and by that I mean a blood person whose whole job in the movie is to make the white hero uh, doing good, and that's it. And that being said, he does it's sort the gift for business, and he also definitely intended to get the army by dying and invest him in the Cold War hell because of that. Because every other guy that the Force one will get was in search for Baba, and another guy just had to get in the way. I want to see what if situation where what if Bubba did not die. And I know that's kind of sad to say. What happened if he broke? Would he become a world captain? Would he share in the world of money? Would he get invested in a ship company? Or would he just you know die a starving man? That question needs to be answered. They show Forrest Gump is framed as, as a Vietnam wound treatment, meaning shot in the buttocks, directly in the buttocks, and they show him going into the room with ice cream, and then he show him he was called Lieutenant Dan. Now I like the way they cut away Lieutenant Dan's legs in this because we love that he wounded in the war, and many of the other soldiers were wounded in the war, in that one particular war, and there was a lot of negative sentiment for it too. But I like the way they show Forrest Gump is a genuinely happy person, whereas the comedy is that he's happy and then is miserable in the first few minutes. He's very miserable, very bitter, very unhappy, very sad actually, and they do an awful job with doing the CGI cut of his legs, and other times they show Gary Sneeze with legs folded under each other to add this stubbornness to it. Now, it's a good gumpism for you, because your Gary Sneeze calls out to him, he pulls him out of his bed and stuff on the floor, and he says, um, you know what like not people use your legs? To which Gump says, yes sir, I do. Now, I don't want that statement whatsoever, Gump, because he has used his legs the entire movie, even if you consider those braces to be not being able to use them, he was to use them. Maybe not as like to be, but he's still able to use them, like me. Whereas with unfortunately, with so many other people, including Canadian, the legs are forcibly removed because of some medical reason. That's a true example of not being able to use your legs or being paralyzed. Gump didn't have to deal with that. I think that when they portrayed the character like that, I think they made a mistake in generalizing every disabled person can't use their legs. More about another thing I don't like about Pharisees performance in that part is that they show the, when you pick off a leg or something like that, you're always sitting down, right? So you would think the leg part still there would atrophy and it forget then not being used that much. That happened to me on occasion. But they don't do that for him for whatever reason. Also, he used the word cripple. And I'm a goddamn cripple. And that's all the only those people who are disabled can use that. I don't want to get, but I heard that people think that we can use just the same way a black person can use the N-word without repercussion. I still think that that's stupid. But who might know that N-word retard? But that's only the cuttlefish. Cuttlefish. So they showed that he's miserable about it. And he is taking off um taking off sent back home to the States. He'd be miserable and bitter by himself. So then they showed that Gump falls in love with ping pong. And he becomes a champion. Now I like the way they create Gump as being simple-minded, but when he gets into something, he really gets into it like a fanatic. And during one part of the scene, he showed him when an army sergeant talking to him about something about being pregnant or something. He comes playing a game with himself, and he just snatches that ball up like the old karate master in the Kubo movie snatches and fuck it. Um Owie Driver, yeah, that's it. Snatch the ball of Owie Driver. And I don't know, it's very amusing to me to see that. And well, this is going on. Getting on the way to California and other places, San Francisco, where she meets new friends who are into hippie drugs. Now, like this musical scene in which they have the song Freebird, and she's about to commit suicide. And those people who've seen the movie know which one I'm not sure what because of copyright issues, but it's awesome nonetheless. So then they show I think it's that word, but I don't remember. So then Young comes home to fighting communists with fun. Now it's really funny because it was like a throwaway joke, but I'm trying to take ping pong really seriously. Like I think that's Olympic event. I saw two Asian girls playing ping pong in school. I thought it was a joke, but it turns out that it's really a big deal in China. And I'm talking about the communist China too. My father's really into ping pong himself, but not the level of the with ping pong paddle in his pocket. Anyway, Jane got involved. I'll tell you that but he gives a little speech in front of a bunch of people watching and watching and was a big second like a mall and this kind and the like the anti-Vietnam protest like I think it's supposed to be Abby Phillips. I suppose Abby Phillips running it like this. And he didn't lose people. Why he decided to Gump out of the crowd? Well, that's good. I don't know, but he picked his friends, I guess. So then they show one of the journalists and giving because he doesn't want to become the topics of war. He he whips out the AV cables to the loudspeakers, to which the the protesting against police tell them not to do that. And then he keeps them off the United States. We have guns or something, but we have it. So, he said, my name is Forrest Gump. To which Jenny decided to get over him. And she's running from him, getting wet in the pool. And they hook up again. And she invites him to help Black Panther party. Now I like this because it shows another aspect of the anti-war press. And one thing people are saying that the Black Panther doesn't support Vietnam because they think that they're sending black men to Vietnam to defend the country that hates them, even though it's not a matter of defending America against Vietnam. But that's all together. So they show that there's a sign in the background that said that no Vietnamese ever called me a nigger. That's immediately something they have a lot of power too. And Jane's new boyfriend, you remind me of my cousin's husband for whatever reason. Maybe it's because or peace with complexion, but it reminded me of him. God, I hope she doesn't see this video. But he ends up smacking her, to which is a big no-no in front of Gump. to which he is listening and kicked out a party. Good for him. Sending a woman that never give you any respect. So then Gump said give her a congressional client got for running away, she said, and he hinted that she his girl. Then he eventually put on to Johnny Carson with John and the religion about no religion, no possessions, and the Gump meet then outside in a wheelchair. No, he's bitter about everything, and they have moved on the on the ice. They have moved on the land. No, and they're called the South because of like the whale. Now, when he starts going backwards, he starts going backwards like with respect. But then he goes on the side like so that like hold on and turn like this. I would go like this. This way I would go like this. And that wouldn't happen. If that really did happen, the, Lieutenant Dan would just fall on his face on the side. And then of course he turns around and he faces front while he's going backwards. And funny he breaks on himself his hand, but whatever. So then he's walking around with Gump push him and he walks. Even though Puff walks around him and Gump is pushing him. But as soon as they handle this, they'll get rolled by a cab. And it's funny because I'm walking here. Which is something I would say, but at such a point, he was bitter and drunk and all that. So he took two hookers to sleep with him and Gump. And Gump pushes her off saying that she smelled like cigarettes. But we call him a freak. And the girl also called him a freak too. The girl also Lieutenant Dan. And this is kind of powerful for me because people, I know that people don't really say it out loud, but I'm worried that a girl will call me a freak for that reason. Because I get more good. But that's just my memory. Thinking out loud. So, calling dogs and stuff. And, in the movie, he fell out of the chair with someone calling him a freak. That would never happen because I got a good balance. So, another great dialogue when he says, when Lieutenant says, have you been, are you looking for Jesus? Have you found Jesus yet? To which Gump replies, I know what you're looking for, sir. Now that's funny. No one ever said to me, have you found Jesus yet? I'm gonna answer them just like that. I know what you're looking for. And it just something not meant to be a bitter person yet. Now, wanted to be a captain, Bubble wanted to be, but he did that twice. He sleeps the ship right now. So then says he's promised that the from Captain he would be his first mate, to which um shakes his hand on it. But later on he says, that I won't call you sir or anything. I won't call you up. Don't you be thinking that I'll call you sir. Very good acting on everybody's part in this movie. So then we have Forrest Gump uh, going to see Mama, and he is offered $25,000 to be discharged from the army to if they want to use it to money. So they offered him $25,000 to pay for a big stuff, which I thought that that money was then for Mama in the house and the house and stuff, but it does not. With the money, he buys a boat, call him Jenny, after having that luck. No, I think that if Popo was still alive, he still went with the plan. I think he would still be broke. His wife in the movie, Dan, comes as first mate, but yet he's obviously insane because he wants, and I think because he wants to end his miserable existence. So he has during a storm, okay, let's get one. Carmen, yeah, Carmen. That's the only boats that is out in the open, out in the sea, being very bad, broken and stuff. And Lieutenant Dan turns to God, he says, "You will never sink this ship." And then he says something about, you call this storm? Ha ha! No, um, he also says, let's have a showdown between you and me. I'm here, and where are you? I don't know the exact quote, but Gump said, I was scared. And then he was mad. You call this storm? Boo! And yeah, they also um he also make it very acceptable for Gump for Lieutenant and now his now too they have they realize that he what Bubbles alive because Bubble want to go back to port and with the smart like the other captains and then didn't want to do that. So while everyone else was wrecked and stuff, Jenny and the Gump and Dan they meet what literally both those shoot delivery but everyone else was out of commission. So that's why they put vice prominence and that's why he was able to get into a invest in a company, Apple, in the 80s. So I think by the way Apple computers on it's a little EB Joey. Look up it's a baby king a little while. I used to remember the cartoons that Joey, when Mama would pick off Joey. I was like, what? Anyway, that's what he got a lot of money. And that's why Bubba's mama thinks whenever he gives him the money, whenever he gives her his share, Bubba's share, into it. Um, Bubba's mama says, are you crazy or you plain stupid? You know, which another one comes phrases, the spits doesn't make the blue. Not only he does not even close to it, but in this case he will attempt it. So, he gets a ton of cash on the, on one day, uh, Gump gets a phone call from his mom about his mom being sick with the cancer. And he drives off the boat right off the bat to go see her. I do like his one-sided devotion, one-minded devotion to his mama. And it did the same thing. Now, I like the way he portrayed that it got she got the cancer because there's only one type of cancer out there. My mom had 5 different types of cancers in her life. She was able to survive that long. So God rest you, mom. And Gump's mother died on Tuesday, which thank God my mom didn't die on Tuesday because otherwise that might damage his stomach for this movie. But he didn't die on Tuesday. So then it's a visit from his girlfriend Jenny. Well, not girlfriend, but lover, whatever. And she ends up being a little she bangman with good gump pie. And eventually she gets pregnant and all that. I'll get cookie on. So then after she gets pregnant and then she goes again for like the fourth and fifth time, he runs away. Quite literally, he runs away. And he runs across country for the proof that many people question, is he doing for women's rights? World peace, the the world peace, animal rights, women's rights, the environment, or the noble social causes himself. And he just said that he felt ready. Now I really like the musical score here where they put the um running on empty and then it keeps running. And I don't like the fact that they keep the songs together so that you think that one leads to another, but to make it the same song, but the two different things. And I think for a few dozen at least. And I like the that he tried the whole have nice days, smiley face thing. That's very cute. And it thought that shit happens. Gump's like a line, which again is very funny. But they say that they're managing funds from bubblegum shrimp and being it's a gold zillionaire, and that's very fun. So he also said that he comes from the captain that they're an astronaut. Kind of funny that like uh would be astronaut in with with Hank again in the whole 13 years later we start to see that there. So then they show that he's on TV getting actual content, yet nobody but stop recognizes this guy. He went to the president's house a few times, even started by larger scale, which I have to question why some extra lights would affect his sleep. I mean, the 9 was as one on there, but then um when um when he gains followers, he stopped in the desert saying, "I'm tired. I want to go home now." To which someone said, "What do we do now?" And the I don't know, screw the guy. So I like the way they have. I have no problem believing that Tom Hanks wrote this way. You know, in the shots they show him running beautiful scenery and stuff. But let's say if you did run across the country, you did do that. Number one, you would need to have a high energy, high protein diet, which I don't think indicates that you does have that. Number two, if you were to do all that running like you did when you were a kid, and a teenager and so on and so forth, you would have legs that were trunks, that were huge, like Chinese legs in the game, in the Street Fighter game, and you don't have that. So I compose on that. Second of all, later on when Jenny hooks him up and he tells him about all the wonderful dreams he envisioned he had in Vietnam, and the boat of beautiful sunsets, the moon rising and stuff into Anna is running across the country, multiple runs across the country. There are no schools that can take me for them, not including them at all. And so they called Jenny, and he invites them to her house to where I have the question, if Gump was able to travel all the way from his home, Greenville, Alabama, to the West Stop to make it a big speech and stories to people, which, by the way, if that fat guy is there for a little longer, you would have seen that they were talking about millionaire, and probably would have gotten all right about it for us. But Tom Hanks, which do you prefer? But he left, he made fun of Gump and showed the old lady and said, "My question is, don't believe will come all this way and just suggested that by song. Why didn't you just make the extra effort to go to the actual street address for Jenny?" Jenny got a little surprise for him in the form of Rachel Ogden. Yep, it's a cheeky birthday kid that did the ICJ people in the Sixth Sense. So thank you very much, Jenny, for that. Now, they get introduced to each other, and obviously, she doesn't tell him that Forrest is his father. Now, my question is, if Forrest is the father of, of Forrest Jr., then why is it that, shouldn't it be possible for his own intellectual disabilities to be passed on to the little kid? But no, oh, he got, lucky in that he's very smart, like me in school. So, then Jenny is, given, um, diagnosed with AIDS, which the other kid doesn't have either. So, it's very much in tune with having AIDS. I wouldn't say what AIDS she got. It didn't for me that they gave it that diagnosis. And thank God I don't know anyone who died of AIDS. Thank God I only know anyone who has it. Won't want to wish that on anybody. But, anyway, they have ways, Gump's, the mother's, major servant partner in business. He took the job for influence with a little girl, teenager, sent with the doctor to tell them how, but without a cigarette in the mouth. And they had the school bus driver, which again reinforces the same job thing. And, I can understand the maid servant having the same job that she would intersperse many times with the mother and the son. I never talked for 1.5 hours straight. And then, but, they eventually get married. He took care of his wife, the little person would, and the heavy cat with come around playing in the background, which is not a good soundtrack choice. And then she dies. He is sad. Besides Bubba, and him and his mother, I think that's the only time that he's actually sad. And even though that's the only that I think that's all I gotta say about that. It's the mother is just so heart wrenching that they decide not to go into it too much. But they also show that Lieutenant Dan gives new legs to Team Alpha, which I think is army people that they were able to get prosthetics obsessed with that. Now, my question is the legs that he gets like really thin, like this thin, are they able to support manage his weight and height, even with a cane? And so, well, it looks like his fiance is a Asian woman. I'm guessing Vietnamese, because I heard that many people from the war in Vietnam ended up marrying Vietnamese women. But because of either two reasons, is that they were guilty of assassinating two women, children, and innocent men on the battlefield, or they were exposed to the culture of Vietnam, and they enjoyed so much that they want to partake in it. I think it was a combination of the two. And Vietnam does find Jesus Christ in a very scene that warming in my own black heart. And then at the end of the movie, it showed that Forrest Gump gives way up to his father, his prized father, to the next that wants to share his story or her story about their lives. And let's look at the chocolates. They don't even know what you're gonna get. And the word he got the jackpot. Got the coconut top cluster. Incredibly lucky life. But yeah. Well, you guys tell me what you guys thought about this movie. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it as much as I do? If you want, comment on it. I heard that they were gonna make a new sequel to that movie when it was covered and one covered up. Go for it. And I was like, then he said not to because it would take too much away from those events. And I would like to see what would happen if Gump had run for president or Gump versus the Trump administration. Gump versus Trump, that'd be fun. Hopefully they hear. Let's see it do. You know, not even going to be smarter. Forrest Gump or Donald Trump. No, kind of has an into it. Not like hang my pants or something else similar to that. Or lock her up. Anyway, that was my experience for this episode of a month of love talking about this movie. I will go into more in-depth detail with this one day as well with the box too. But yeah, the way Gump bought James house won't fund us and destroy it if people want to. And you know, if you want you can subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos and such. And also you can you can contact me in my cell phone number at 631-707-3707, or you can get me on my email account at jkgchannel@gmail.com, or you can always get me on Twitter at pmeltonpro. Look, I salute you guys. I honor anybody that's in a war, whether it be Vietnam, the World War One and Two, the Gulf War, the Iraq War, or anybody else, any other wars or conflict, Korea, wherever. My dad was going to the war, but it was logging for those who potentially were going into war, but by the last names. And luckily my dad was really cool for that. I have no, my dad would have been a very good soldier and he would have survived the war, but I don't think he be as human as they is now, because would change people for the worse. But get into that. I want to get into that. And ta for now. It's the way to episode. Ta for now.